Hello, trading is closed on May the 2nd, 2019. We'll go over our calls. Said there was a good chance of gapping up today. We didn't get a gap up, but we did get a prompt move up right from the open. It's not what I said, so I'm going to call that one a miss. We looked for lower prices, which we got. Looked for the pattern with the early low, which we got. This is a split point. Take half the distance. All these highs, all these lows are right on time. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early high. We had some prior targets. We get to cross off the list. They were support here, resistance here. During the day, MEJT said this drop was false, should retrace to 29, 28, 27, and unless we gap down smartly, that's my call. We had a rally here, said it was false, we hit the target. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early high. It tends to be a down day, tends to start high and drop all day, with the low in the final hour and have a negative close. The one time it isn't is if we have a good move up in the first 1 to 2 hours. It isn't impossible because the employment report comes out tomorrow, and predicting what happens after the employment report I think is for someone else to do. It can lead to big moves, and I don't think it's particularly predictable. We now have a new Trader Vic sell signal because this was the bar that took out the old high. We traded under it, so that's negative once we take out these highs. But there are a lot of positive things here, actually. We have the higher target. We still have this futures high that usually prints pretty quickly. We have a 3-leg whipsaw after the Fed announcement. That's 1 and that's 2. The first leg usually tells you where you want to go. Nothing works every time. If we had dropped right from the open, I'd feel differently. Might not get your 3 legs, but that's the first leg. And here we gapped down, hit a lower low, couldn't hold on to any of these lows. Here's the breadth indicators. I don't see any deterioration in breadth with this drop. Here's the new volatility index. We've gone over the upper Bollinger Band, then gone under it. It's supposed to signal a bottom. I find the old VIX more reliable. We're still over it, but if we drop at all, meaning if prices go up at all, that signals a bottom also. I've been waiting for a long time for this to end, and if we gap down, take out this low, maybe that was it. But the case for this slow holding is that this point is a Fibonacci target of the prior consolidation, and here's your Fibonacci grid with some nice numbers. So we have mixed indicators. A lot depends on the open and the employment report. This will be, if we gap down sharply, all the positive stuff goes away, and this high has a good chance of holding for some time, a while anyway. But if this works and we gap up, you can at least make a case for this slow holding. So I think the open trade is going to be significant tomorrow, and I'm not going to predict what direction that's in. But if we don't gap down smartly, that's my call. That's my target. It has to print by early Monday, not by tomorrow, in order to be within the preferred time frame. Don't forget the pattern we get is usually an early high and a late low, but it's the times that matter, not the shape. Just like this looks like a pattern with the early high, but it really isn't. It's the times to look at, not the shape. So we'll see what surprise move we get after the employment report. There's my target. It's killed if we gap down. That's today's call.